I am embarking on a special online journey soon, and I just wanted to share some pre-journey reflections. And then hopefully, if I can articulate the revelations, I can come back afterwards and share what I've learned with you guys in another video. But what I'm referring to is the 12 wild and holy nights that is run. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but it's observed by the Gene Keys community. Now, the Gene Keys system, kind of similar to human design, is where you put in your birthday, and it's a system that ultimately tells you the makeup of who you are, the elements that make you you, and what your purpose is, and how to live that and capture that in a way that's most authentic to your makeup, but then also how you can grow. So it's really, really cool. It's basically a guide to help you on your unique life path. And I'm still learning about it. I'm very new to it. This is kind of a brand new sort of thing, but again, it is similar to human design. I believe the founder I watched his intro video. He was inspired by and learned about human design for a while before coming up with and creating this Gene Key system. And so this is a community online event that is happening between December 24th and January 6th. And every day comes with reflections and old traditions centered around the theme of that day. There's like audios and I believe journaling prompts. And I mean, every day is kind of separated into this thing that they send you in your email, and you reflect on it at night. And so there are other communities kind of doing a similar thing, this 12-day thing at the end of the Gregorian calendar year. And I think that it's not only a way to ground and kind of slow down and rest, but also reflect. I mean, the dark half of the year, I've been talking about it. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record to those who watch my videos a lot. For the past couple weeks, I've been coming out with videos where I have mentioned the fact that the dark half of the year, what the northern hemisphere is in currently as I'm recording this video, is the emphasis on rest. There is a balance between rest and action all year round, but the dark half of the year, the fall, winter seasons, nature is showcasing to us this kind of rest and hibernation and recuperation period. And then the spring and summer months are emphasizing action because it is that kind of like re-energizing. The world is literally coming back to life with greenery and flowers and all that, and animals coming out of hibernation. And so I think challenges like this are important to kind of put a stop to the hustle and bustle, to reconnect with ourselves and to see where we may have been neglecting certain parts of ourselves or certain self-care, but not even just that, points of awareness, knowledge, maybe wounds or shadows that we're trying to avoid in our routines because it feels safer to do that. And so a big hope for me in this process is to practice more how to come back to myself faster and faster, but to ultimately embody the mechanics of my new true me and my new life more consistently as possible. Again, kind of putting a stop and disrupting that kind of autopilot that sometimes we can fall into, especially in a very fast, modern Western society. And something else I wanted to open up about is this challenge with this community specifically is kind of a big deal for me because I have not had the best, well, there's one or two particular groups that I've experienced in the past that were very damaging and cult-like, and I'm hoping that some way, somehow, I will be able to share that story in depth with you guys soon. I just don't know what form that'll take yet, so thank you for your patience, but I do want to talk about it because I think it's very important for us to share our experiences and try to shed some awareness and destigmatize experiences like cult participation and falling into entrapment and harmful beliefs that keep us from a place of fear and all of that. And so I say this because participating in a group kind of energetic observance like this was very, very, it goes beyond looking down upon. It was straight up like you could really have bad experiences or create bad karma for yourself or hurt yourself, or something bad could happen if you participate in something like this with another group. So it's a challenge for me. I think it's going to, what my friend likes to say, spread my edges. I think it'll be a really good experience to try to, what my therapist says, rewire my brain and introduce this bodily knowing of safety when experiencing and participating with different groups nowadays. Because I wasn't always like this. It was the group that I was in that was not very healthy that did this. And so it's me reprogramming away from that. And so now I can trust myself and know that, hey, if something feels uncomfortable, I know the warning signs, I'll just stop. It's okay. It's been a little over a year since I've left that unhealthy group. And so this entire time has been a very intense and sometimes lonely deconstruction process. And so again, I really, for those of you watching who may be curious or who may be currently going through something that's making you uncomfortable in a group or with the guru, or you're also a survivor, I, again, really, really want to come out with that story. I'm just navigating how that's going to come about. I'm exploring different avenues currently right now, and I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to materialize. So thank you for your patience. I am very passionate about sharing more details once it comes together. And so anyway, it's a big deal. This was a very deep kind of cognitive loop that I was in with these beliefs and the rituals and the rigidity of this other group that I was in. So again, for me to participate in this new thing is a big deal. And so I'm excited to see what's gonna be revealed to me by simply taking the time at night to, at the end of my day, after work, after doing what I need to do, and having a moment for mindfulness and engaging with my body and engaging with my mind in a calm, regulated state where I'm not thinking about anything else. I can be fully present. And regardless of how you achieve that specifically, whether it's like a challenge online or like homework from a mentor or just something you're doing on your own, like, hey, I want to do this for myself, you come up with it yourself, whatever the method is, I think it's so important and it supports every aspect of our health to find a way and find an outlet to tune out the noise, whether it's in more of a rest meditative state or an expressive, artsy, music-y kind of musical way. There's two sides to that. a flow state, present moment, the eternal now, embodying and grounding into the moment without chatter from the outside or worries, or allowing anxieties to rule your whole state. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what these next few days will bring. I am filming this video. Oh my goodness. It starts tomorrow, I think. I think it's, I think it is. Because today I'm filming, the challenge starts tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to write down, I'm such a writer, to just like pour onto the page the musings and the revelations that come from this, and also feeling them in my body too. So yes, okay, that's it for the video. Hopefully, like I said, I can come back, and because the thing about it is, and maybe you can relate to this too if you're somebody who is spiritually in tune and receives information from the divine a lot, it takes time for things to step down energetically. You could have an understanding that is more of a feeling rather than words. And so it takes a while sometimes for it to get down into the physical to where it can be translated into words, you know? So I'm going to try my best to come back around though and just be like, hey, this is me before, this is me capturing this before right now in this video, and then the after, you know? So yay. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like videos that are spiritual, I do guided meditation sometimes, readings whenever they come through. I don't force messages at all. Like whatever comes through is what I record, and when I get on to bring forth that collective message for you. And what else do I do? Reflections, sessions, my revelations that I think could help people, I talk about it. Points in my journey that I have transformed from, and different things that I've alchemized, and where I am now because of those experiences. I like to talk about that. So if you're into that, please subscribe if you'd like to, and be sure to check out the description because I have a ton of goodies down there, including my Etsy store and my podcast info. Once it's launched, it'll be there. So keep an eye out. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.